Well, crime continues to be a very big concern for New Yorkers, and in some areas, there is progress. The most recent crime statistics show homicides dropped by more than 33%, shootings dropped by more than 26%, and robberies and burglaries were down about 11%.
But on Staten Island, that's a different story. Staten Island District Attorney Michael McMahon says crime is up in his borough. He blames the rise on the policy set by lawmakers in Albany. DA Michael McMahon joining us this morning from Staten Island. Nice to have you back on Good Day New York.
Good morning. Thanks. Nice to be with you guys again. Thank you.
So why are you blaming Albany?
Well, you know, what we've seen here in Staten Island is in 2019, crime was at its lowest rate in the history of keeping crime statistics. And it was at that point that terrible policy started to roll out of Albany. Bail reform, raised the age, discovery laws, and now clean slate and a so-called wrongful conviction bill is coming down the pike. That is really tying the hands of the judiciary, tying the hands of the prosecutors and the police, and is allowing recidivists to get back out on the streets and commit crimes. And it's really a shame because we were in such a good place. And a lot of these lawmakers say, well, look, crime is up across the country. But, you know, our crime statistics never ran parallel to the rest of the country. We were always the safest city, and Staten Island, the safest community, as it still is. The numbers are up, but still by head count, the numbers are low. But we're concerned that given these policies and also Rosanna and Bianca, the fact that we are at a historic low in terms of headcount for the New York City Police Department, as they've lost a lot of personnel because of morale. They've not replenished them. We have 200 less officers on Staten Island than we did last year.
Wow.
In my office, we're down 20% of our prosecutors because they have left for other jobs because of the discovery laws that Albany foisted on us.
So wait, can we talk about, because I think a lot of people don't understand the discovery laws. Basically, the onus is on the district attorneys to come up with all the evidence, hand it over to the people that are on trial within a certain amount of time, and sometimes it's just impossible to come up with all that evidence in that certain amount of time. Is that right?
That is right, Roseanne. And listen, we believe in open file disclosure. We will turn over everything, but it's incumbent upon us to turn over things in 20 days if someone is in, 35 days if someone is out. That may not even be in our possession, because if it's in the police department or some other agency's possession, it's deemed to be in ours and we haven't gotten it yet. And the other thing is that it's not just relevant or material evidence, it's anything related to the case. So you could have a traffic stop where the acting officers are on it and they have body-worn camera, and arresting officers, we certainly agree that we should turn that over right away. But if another car comes up on the scene just to secure the perimeter, have nothing to do with the arrest, nothing to do with the case, we still have to get their body-worn camera footage. We have to get the personnel files of the police officers and turn that over. It's ridiculous. And because of this burden, the courts are clogged. So instead, you know, delayed justice is denied justice, and yet they are delaying justice with these laws. And it's so difficult for our personnel to deal with this work that they are looking for jobs in other places. They're also terribly underpaid. We've been telling that to Albany.
Can I ask you a question? How has raised the age, that law, how has that affected you specifically in Staten Island?
Yeah, a vast majority of our violent crimes now are being committed by that raise the age population. Unfortunately, young people between the age of 14 and 18. We've had 2 homicides on Staten Island committed by 14-year-olds. One by a 16-year-old. We had a 13-year-old slain in the schoolyard after school by another underage individual. Because those laws have made it impossible for us to have any positive outcome. When we arrest a young person possessing a loaded gun in their pocket, they are turned over to family court. They are prosecuted almost civilly, if you will, by the court counsel, and there's no meaningful outcome. I don't want those young people to go to jail for life.
Well,
but I want to give them a chance.
Yes.
I want to give them a chance to have some positive outcome from that experience.
Which is what you're doing. I know that's what you're working on now, because even on Twitter you posted about HOPE, which is a groundbreaking pre-arraignment diversion program to combat the heroin and opioid epidemic. Can that kind of be transferred over to not just deal with drugs? Can it be transferred over to deal with crime?
Yeah, so with low-level cases we have, and so we've continued to expand that approach with some minor misdemeanor cases. It's called Reset. It's a program that exists throughout the city. We do it when there's mental health cases. You know, people are committing low-level crimes because of mental health. The shoplifters, the criminal trespassers, the criminal mischief. We don't want to put them through a long criminal process to get them help. We want to get them help up front. I'm actually trying to initiate a program where we'll have a mental health professional in the precinct at arrest doing assessment so that we can figure out if we can get someone into mental health treatment, we'll get them out of that recidivist cycle.
That's a great idea. Hey, how can we help, Mr. McMahon? How can we help?
Well, I'm calling on all New Yorkers to help by looking at the records, the voting records of their local legislators, and see how I think they'll be appalled to see that so many are voting for the rights of convicted criminals as opposed to the rights of crime victims and rights of every New Yorker to have public safety. Look what's going on in the subways. Of course, we don't have them. Our ferry terminal. Look what's going on the streets. This is all because of policies from Albany. Instead of dealing with the underlying issues like mental health, like lack of education, like poverty, they are instead forcing us to deal with unworkable policy. So I ask all New Yorkers to look at the records of their elected officials and send them a note and say that they're not going to tolerate it anymore and use their vote at the ballot box to change this. Otherwise, we're going to continue down this very bad path. DA
Michael McMahon from Staten Island, thank you so much. And as we mentioned earlier, every city council member is up for re-election this year. The primary starts early voting this Saturday. So listen to what the district attorney is saying. Thank you so much. All the best on Staten Island.
Thank you so much, Roseanne. Thank you, Bianca.
You can complain all you want, but it's people you vote for.
Vote.
Yeah. Right.